the very first thing we need to do. We need to get the PSEA out of the education system and let the teachers do the job.
We have, of course, a fundamental disagreement about the role of unions. The PSEA represents the professional educators of our kids.
And let the school districts operate more efficiently.
We've had either a dysfunctional funding formula or a formula that's more based on political power, and that's one of the drivers of our property tax problems. The fact that the state does not provide 50% of education funding and only provides now about 34% of education funding, that has harmed us.
27, I hear a comment about 27,000 teachers being laid off. That's total hogwash. I hear about school districts being decimated. Has anybody been to a school district in York County? Tell me where there's a decimated school district. Go to Central York. Go to Dallastown. They're not being decimated. If you lay off someone who works in the janitorial department or somebody in the cafeteria, a lot of the school districts outsourcing the cafeteria.
I think it's important that we really look at the pension driver. Remember, that was created by the legislature in 2001 when the legislators decided they wanted to have a 50% increase in pensions, and also they gave the state employers a holiday for making the required payments.
Let's talk about the city school system. Absolutely, those children deserve and need a great education. We've been in a process for almost a year and a half where our governor selected one of our brightest businessmen in our community, Dave Meckley, to go in and assess what the problems were in the school district. It appears that there are huge setbacks right now. Now there's a lawsuit with the PSEA. The bottom line is that the city school districts aren't failing, they fail. It's game over. It's time to do something better.
We owe it to our children. For years, we have been harming York City in various different ways, and that's actually immoral. We have harmed them because we've had those dysfunctional funding formulas, and we're harming them because we do not acknowledge that when you concentrate poverty, you make it very difficult to educate our children. And what we're doing is trying to throw anything else, like all charter schools.
Right now we've got the PSEA, the mothership of unions, in York, Pennsylvania, telling us how we should run our school.
That is saying we are going to acknowledge that we have to put the people and the resources in, and yes, it's through the public school system.